On behalf of IIFT and DGFT, I extend a warm welcome to all of you. IFT has been conducting this training program for the ITS officers since 1990s. Over the years, the curriculum of ITS training has evolved in sync with the changes globally. Apart from the training on exam procedures and documentations, the curriculum has now unique features of visits to UN bodies, NGOs, interaction with foreign African delegations and New Zealand delegations, training from World Trade Institutes. For the first time, the module on trade and economic diplomacy was introduced for this batch, which was conducted at Foreign Service Institute along with the IFS batch. I would now like to call upon Shri Prasoon Jha to share his experience for this 9 months training at IIFT.
Allows us to get a Honorable President of India, the everyday problems faced by citizens and enterprises engaged in foreign trade. It is indeed a matter of great honor and privilege for us to have gathered here on this solemn occasion, graced by the benevolent presence of the first citizen of India. For many of us, it was truly a dream that became a reality when we joined the Indian Trade Service, and we now have a remarkable opportunity to contribute to the safeguarding and promotion of India's foreign trade. But to serve with distinction, one must construct a foundation of knowledge and expertise and combine it with values of humility, honesty, integrity, and accountability. We are proud to put across the efforts made by Indian Institute of Foreign Trade, deemed university under Department of Commerce, towards inculcating these qualities and values through 9 months of professional training. The Institute not only trained us as managers and administrators to excel at technical aspects of trade, but also molded us as empathetic facilitators to provide services to the people. This has been possible due to the undergoing rigorous training at IIFT, entailing both academic aspects and practical attachments. In order to prepare us adequately for our roles and responsibilities ahead, an in-depth curriculum has been customized for the probationers. A typical day at IIFT would consist of lectures, case studies, presentations, group discussions, and interactions with guest speakers of national and international level, both from the government and the industry. Sessions at the Institute are interspersed with field visits, interactions with exporters, MSMEs, various export promotion organizations, commodity boards, etc. This allows us to get a first-hand experience of the everyday problems faced by citizens and enterprises engaged in foreign trade.
आदरणीय राष्ट्रपति जी, उपस्थित गणमान्य अतिथिगण तथा भारतीय व्यापार सेवा के प्रशिक्षु अधिकारीगणों की ओर से आपको सादर नमन। मान्यवर, आज यहाँ राष्ट्रपति भवन के भव्य प्रांगण में आपके समक्ष उपस्थित होकर हम सभी गौरवान्वित तथा उत्साहित हैं। प्रशिक्षण की अंतिम घड़ियों में आपका असीम अनुभव तथा प्रेरणादायी व्यक्तित्व व वक्तव्य निश्चित रूप से हमारे व्यावसायिक तथा व्यक्तिगत जीवन में निरंतर उन्नति की आधारशिला रखेगा। महोदय, जैसा कि आपको विदित है, भारतीय व्यापार सेवा का गठन सन 1977 में किया गया और यदि वर्तमान में इस सेवा का ब्रह्म वाक्य व्यापार उन्नति मूलः अर्थात व्यापार उन्नति का मूल है कहा जाए तो कोई अतिशयोक्ति नहीं होगी। श्रीमान वाणिज्य मंत्रालय, विदेश व्यापार महानिदेशालय तथा व्यापार सेवा के समस्त अधिकारीगण अपने अंतर्मन में इसी ब्रह्म वाक्य को केंद्र बिंदु मानकर भारतीय व्यापार की दिशा तथा दशा दोनों की सकारात्मक उन्नति हेतु निरंतर प्रयत्नशील हैं। महोदय, वर्तमान में वैश्विक परिदृश्य व्यापारिक व आर्थिक हितों से संचालित है तथा विश्व के सभी राष्ट्र आर्थिक आवश्यकताओं के आधार पर अन्य राष्ट्रों से आपसी संबंधों को पुनः परिभाषित कर रहे हैं। इस संदर्भ में भारत भी अपने व्यापारिक, आर्थिक हितों व सामाजिक कल्याण के उद्देश्य से भली भांति परिचित है तथा हमारी विदेश व्यापार नीति का निर्माण इसी दृष्टिकोण को केंद्र में रखकर किया जाता रहा है। श्रद्धेय राष्ट्रपति जी, राष्ट्रकवि रामधारी सिंह दिनकर ने कहा है, क्षमा शोभती उस भुजंग को जिसके पास गरल हो, उसको क्या जो दंतहीन, विष रहित, विनीत सरल हो। राष्ट्रकवि दिनकर की रचना भारत को वैश्विक महाशक्ति बनाने के उद्देश्य को ध्यान में रखकर रची गई है, जहां उनके सम्मुख निश्चित ही प्राचीन भारत का वैभवशाली अतीत रहा होगा, जब भारत विश्व में व्यापारिक महाशक्ति था, जिसका उल्लेख स्वयं प्लिनी ने यह रोष व्यक्त करते हुए कहा है कि रोम का सारा स्वर्ण भारत को चला जाता है तथा वर्तमान में इन वाक्यों की प्रासंगिकता को व्यापारिक महाशक्ति के रूप में देखा जा सकता है।
I am indeed happy to have this opportunity of welcoming you to Rashtrapati Bhavan. Today agriculture is contributing no more than 14 to 15%. Manufacturing and mining sector are contributing about 40%. Though we want more, and the new manufacturing policy has indicated that its contribution at least should be manufacturing sector alone 25% and mining taken together it should be around 50-51%. But another sector has emerged, service sectors. Service sectors is contributing substantially to the Indian GDP. It is getting reflected in also in our revenue collections. At one point of time, income tax was the highest taxation. More than often I speak to the students who come here on appropriate occasion that India's finance minister in independent India, when he presented his first budget was of just 193 crores of rupees. Of that, 197 crores of rupees. 26 crores of rupees were deficit, 171 crores were total revenue, 116 crores Income Tax Act, 50 crores customs duty, and there were some small duty on imported alcohol which was introduced during the war period. Taken together, revenue was 171 crores, expenditure was 197 crores, deficit was 26 crores. And the budget presented in last July are of 17 lakh crores of rupees. Revenue itself is more than 12 lakh crores of rupees. The service tax which is now competing with customs duty and central excise. The short point which I am trying to drive at, that as economy does not remain static, it has its own dynamism. Our policies should contribute to help that dynamism so that Indian economy grows. I welcome you once again. You will be dealing with a very important segment of our Indian economy. As trade policy, your job will not be so much of regulator, but that of facilitator. Don't be overwhelmed when we are objecting to trade facilitation in the WTO debate. It is not that in principle we do not want trade facilitation, we want very much, but we want to use it as a leverage to achieve certain objectives which every country does. And there is nothing new in it. But as trade negotiators, as trade facilitators, you will be able to give new dynamism, new impetus to our economic requirement. I wish you all success and very bright prospective career in the contribution to the nation building. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Jai Hind.
We are really grateful to Honorable President of India for sparing his valuable time and for his inspiring words. ITS, as you said, they have a right. Earlier it was Chief Controller of Import and Exports, but now it is a Foreign Trade Development. So, Foreign Trade Development Regulation. So, their role has also undergone a change, like you said, sir. And I am sure with the kind of inspiring words and message you have given, they will act as and develop themselves as very good trade facilitators, trade negotiators, and this is a moment to cherish. This is an occasion to cherish, and we'll all thank you heartily for the same. And I would request that all my colleagues in the department, all my ITS probationers, they try to live up to the words and the message and the hopes our Honorable President has invested in you, and we assure you, sir, that we will do our level best to live up to your expectations. Thank you so much once again. Jai Hind.